Hello everyone. Today we students of the second year B Farm in Pravara College of Pharmacy will be presenting you about the description, morphology and anatomy about fruits, flowers and seeds. Today we will be explaining about their descriptions, in which we will tell you about their uses and their biological we will be explaining you about their chemical constituent, their biological name, their synonyms, their uses.
Discussing the description of the flower, which is neem. Firstly, we start with the synonym. Synonym of the neem is the nympha or nympha. Second, biological source. Biological source of neem is the other genera indica. It belongs to the family of chemical constituents that is the essential oil, chloride, which is melatonin and fluorescent, and ordinary chlorine and chlorine. And then also this let's move to the uses of the neem flower. It used in the skin diseases and we also just wound infection. In morphological character, we see neem flower is white in color and it is bitter in taste.
Good morning everyone, myself Payal. I am moving towards the next part is anatomy of nymph flower. Their nymph flower is small, white and fragrant. They are bisexual and complete flower. Bisexual means they are both male and female reproductive parts in the same flower. Their parts of nymph flower is the corolla, style, petals, ovaries, sepals and organoids. First part is calyx. Calyx are usually 5 sepals. They are small, green and fused in the base. They protect the flowering bud stage. Their next part is corolla. Corolla are 5 white petals. They are free. They are not fused. They are soft and slightly separated. Their next part is androecium. Androecium is the male part. They are present in 10 steps. Their filament are fused into tube. Their tube is the staminal tubes. Their anther are attached inside the tube. They produce the pollen strands. Their next part is the gynoecium. Gynoecium are the female part. They are usually 3 carpels. They are catapillary. Ovary is the superior. Their ovary has a 3 chambers. It is the trilocular. Each locus contains ovules. Their next part is the ovules and ovary. Ovary develop into the fruit. Ovules develop into the seed. This is the anatomy of
the microscopy of flower. In microscopy of flower, columnar cross-sectional display the reproductive part such as ovule within the ovary. Epidermis, they are outermost layer of flower composed of small thin-walled parenchymatous cells, and columella, the central region containing thick-walled parenchyma containing large oval schizolysine genus oilgrams or arenchyma, inner parenchyma layer that are loosely arranged, creating air spaces.
Synonym of isabella isabella or also called isabella. The biological source of isabella is dried steps of Landaeota and belongs to family Landaeogenidae. The chemical constituent present in the isabella is mucilage, carbohydrates, fixed oil and proteins. The isabella was used as the laxative, mucilage in coating material and binding diseases.
I will explain the morphology of the isabella. It consists of helium. It is covered with the thin membrane. Its length is 1 to 3.5 millimeter and width is 1 to 1.3 millimeter.
I will explain the anatomy of the isabella. It is the seed of plant Plantago ovata. It is family Plantagenaceae. In anatomy of isabella consists the epidermis, endosperm, pigment layer and embryo, and epidermis is also called as the testa, in which the epidermis is consists the single layer. It is colorless cells and is fully covered with the mucilage. This part of is also called as the mucilage. Then pigment layer, it is also has the colorless. It is also has the single layer and it is the yellowish in color. Then endosperm, it is the hard cells and it is the thick. Endosperm, it is the hard cells and it consists the thick wall consisting the oil globules, and next is the embryo. It consists the two cotyledons with the oil globules and
description of fruit anthem. The synonym of fruit is fructose anthe and anthenum. The biological source of fruit is it consists of ripe fruit of anthem graveolens leaf. The chemical constituent of the anthem is carbon and dill apiole. From this fruit, oil is extracted and used in preparation of soup.
I am explaining morphology of fruit, anthem, morphology, color, chocolate brown leaf, आणि odor आहे, aromatic आहे, आणि taste आहे, spicy आहे, आणि it is aromatic separate, normally
Now I will
separate.
explain you about the anatomy of the seed dill, also known as dill, also known as anthium, also known as fructose anthe. And today we will start with the macroscopy. In macroscopy, we can see that the styloplast, the apex is present. There is the margin of the fruit is also called as wing, and the primary ridges are the ridges present on the surface of the surface of the fruit. The furrow is present as a depression in the surface of the seed, and the base where it is attached to the pedicle. Move toward the microscopy. In microscopy, we can observe that the structure is irregular in shape, and under microscopy, we can observe the epicarp, mesocarp, endosperm, the testa, the endosperm, the vascular bundle, the vita. Here we can also observe that the layers of endosperm and the testa are clearly visible under microscopy, and it is also the transverse section of the microscopy.